Sorry, Mom. I'm still sleepy. But welcome. I got my opalite and my clear quartz stones help the channel. Okay. And I got my hematite rainbow hematite bracelet. Okay. Balances out the shot. I don't know why though, but when I wear this hematite bracelet, um, I feel more angry and indignant. But hematite is supposed to represent balance, balancing out the chakras, and it's supposed to represent grounding, like it's supposed to ground you and stuff like that. But every time, I put on this hematite bracelet, I get so severely annoyed, like so severely annoyed. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I do. Um, we got 12 pals today, and it's like, why is your energy so problematic? Because everything is energy, right? So, I've got my little setup ready. Each pal is going to have 3 cards because I have to do speed. It's 12 pals, and I have to get ready for church and get my son ready, and yeah. So do my makeup. So yeah, it's like got to get her done. Or you know what I'm saying? So we about to get into some things. We're gonna get into some things. Okay. Um. So I'm about to go over the pals right now. I'm just writing down each pal. And I've been like working on trying to be faster and like not as long winded, even though I feel like the rich in depthness, like I love to go deep, but I can't. I just told him I'm about to record. Why are you calling me? Like I just be wondering, like, are people slow? Are people slow? I'm back. Sorry, you guys. I'm back. Sorry, you guys. What's up? What's up? Don't forget to like this live. I don't really feel like I'm gonna be like annoyed or angry or anything like that. But um, but let's try to keep it chill. Let's try to keep it calm. Let's try. Um, so I got all the 12 pals right now. So pal one is you're not asking for too much, just the wrong person. And we got Abraham Lincoln for pal one. I know Abraham Lincoln was so called dubbed as the person that freed the slaves, and he had some black in him too. He was but I think he was like an octoroon. Pal two is if their love language is chaos, it's time to mute the whole conversation. All right, they love drama, or you love drama. Channel the way you channel. The topic is why is your energy so problematic? And we have detective. Their dating history looks like a crime scene. You are the detective. Okay, so somebody could be lying about their past, or somebody feel like you lying about your past, and like that, looking at your past with a critical eye. The intimacy is lackluster. Okay, it don't even look like she's pleased. And look, it don't even look like she's pleased. This is pal four. Pal five is you can't heal in the same place that broke you. This is pal five. Pal six is you're not clingy, they're just inconsistent. Pal seven is love shouldn't feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Okay, that's pal seven. Pile 8 is they don't want a partner, they want a mom with benefits. This is pile 8. You know. Pile 9, if you have to ask all your friends what their text meant, they didn't mean much. Okay, so this is pile 9. You're free to pick more than one pal as well. This is about why you're so problematic. Why, and people in general. It could be family, friends. It could be society at large. At your work, at your. Why do people find you problematic? Why is your energy problematic? Because everybody's energy is problematic to somebody. Like the bare minimum is not romantic. It's lazy. All right. This is pile 10. Stop romanticizing a walking red flag. This is pile 11. And pile 12 is if they only show affection after 2 drinks, congratulations. You're dating Jekyll and Vodka Hyde. That is pile 12. Okay, so you can pause this video or take time to channel, or even pile 1 through 12. You can just think of a number that you feel called to from 1 through 12. You're free to pick more than one pile. Um, I am. Let's see. I'm gonna choose my pals while you guys are channeling, and the Orisha Oya and the Orisha Oshun and Goddess Lilith will be leading this reading. Okay. Um. Let's see. Okay. I've often picked like 1, 2, 3 for myself. I've often picked 1, 2, 3. What is this? I done picked 4 pals so far. It's actually 5. If you pick more than one pile, that means you feel energy towards each one. You can play back the video because that's a lot of pals to re-go over. You can play back the video to get like see which pals you want, or whatever pal you came in on, that's your pal. Okay. Don't forget to and Summit, you're funny. Thank you, love. Don't forget to like the live and comment. Now, when I start this reading, I'm still gonna read you guys' comments and respond to them the best that I can. But when I'm channeling, I have to like really, really focus. I got look. I feel like I got ADHD sometimes. I got my opalite and my clear quartz to help me channel, and I'm about to cleanse the energy. Okay, and we're about to get started. Okay. All right. One more time. All right. Let's get started. So if you chose pile 1, you're not asking for too much. 934. If you chose pile 1, okay, this pile, okay, the Abraham Lincoln one, you're not asking for too much, just the wrong person. Loving you isn't difficult. It just requires someone who's emotionally literate and knows what communication is. And sometimes the motherfucker just don't care. Just think about when you don't care. Are you going to take the time out to really understand where a person is coming from? Or you don't care that much. You don't like them that much, right? When people really care about something, they turn into a Scorpio, baby. They go deep. They want to know everything when they care, when they actually like you. So, like, it ain't that this motherfucker is emotionally literate. Is not emotionally literate. They just don't give a fuck. They don't care enough to, like, you know, they don't care enough and knows what communication is. Stop shrinking to fit into someone else's immaturity. Okay, this is Pal One. All right, so why is Pal One's energy so problematic? Um, why is Pal One's energy so problematic? Um, from what place is these people coming from, and how are they acting on um their feelings of Pal One being problematic? We got Abraham Lincoln, the president that so-called freed the slaves. Like, he really made a shift in America. We got receipts. Okay. Receipts, hard evidence, screenshots, text, photos, and facts holds the truth, has the upper hand in an emotional recorder. Somebody's bringing the receipts, baby. Like, for real, for real. All right. I'm going to see what the next one is. I said. I'm in Ra. I'm in Ra. I'm in Ra. The matriarch. Nurture the harvest. Nurture the harvest. Now that one I'm gonna have to read the book on because I don't really. I'm not all the way familiar with that. Okay. And we've got Nine of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Wands, something could be significant about Sagittarius, Libra, or Taurus. Something could be significant about those signs for Pal One. Okay. Um, where's the there it is. So number three, the matriarch. I am nurturing, abundant, and fertile with possibilities. Okay. Free yourself from the need to justify your existence. You are hired to the future of wealth that the matriarch ancestor brings. Will you allow yourself to receive your riches? And will you allow the blessings in? The matriarch is depicted by a Maasai elder overlooking her beloved village of Burkina Faso. The ancestral energy is loving, charismatic, fertile, beautiful, nurturing, and rooted in the divine feminine. Okay. It is deeply connected to Mother Nature, and you are the child wrapped in the safety of her loving bosom, the Empress. I don't see how anybody could find this. I don't see how anybody could find this energy problematic. So let's see. How is Power One problematic? Hmm. And the Nine of Wands is in the reverse here. That's like somebody like really giving up. Somebody that's like really wounded but really giving up. It's kind of like so energies are mad that you're not overextending yourself anymore. Like that's why you're problematic, Pal One. It's giving the energy that like you've shown like your value. You've shown, you've nurtured. The Empress energy is very abundant, very compassionate, very loving. Um and she's also anything that she touched turns into gold. Like the Empress has the Midas touch. This is very Venus energy, someone that's very beautiful, that's very motherly, nurturing, like soft to be around, but like the Empress is a boss bitch. Like the Empress is also a boss bitch. Okay. Um, so people kind of find your energy problematic because it's just kind of like, when you get something or someone give you something, or they're nurturing you or pouring into you or like trying to heal you in some way, and like it's just like they're showing their love. And it's so crazy because I always talk about this. Like I always talk about how people, when they talk about matching energy, they never discuss like um matching good energy, right? Like it, as soon as you renege, or as soon as you pull back, now all of a sudden they want to match energy. But when Pal One was being giving, loving, nurturing, showing you like your worth, your value, you know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't matching, you wasn't responding. But as soon as like Pal One reneges, now all of a sudden you want to match energy. Like people like that blows my mind. Like it's weird. It's just like you're not a problem until you're a problem. You're not a problem until like you're no longer whoever these energies is, right? And for some of y'all, this could be your mother, or this could be like your children or something like that. But whoever this energy is, it's just like they don't acknowledge like the good that you've done, or anything like that. Power One, they don't acknowledge like your positive traits. They don't acknowledge like none of that. It's like as soon as they don't get their way, or if there's like a minor infraction, now you're the problem. Now you ain't shit. And now it's just like whoever this energy is, like it's like a bottomless pit. Okay. Like it just seems like that they're really bitter. Um and they just feel like that you're asking for too much. And it's crazy because like people that do that, like people that be like, oh, you asking for too much, they expect the world. So you expect the world from Pal One, but if Pal One asks for even a cup of water, they're asking for too much. Get it yourself. It's like this energy is just is or this is what people are saying about you. People are saying that like you're selfish, or that you're ungrateful, and that like and somebody got receipts, somebody's got proof of all the stuff that they've done for you, and like you don't acknowledge that. Like it's crazy because or you could have told somebody about themselves or told somebody off, and now you're problematic. Okay. But when you were being like this uplifting, nurturing spirit, right, handling them gentle and with care, like they stomped on you, Pal One. So it's just like all bets is off the table. And now this definitely gives me the energy of a person that will go on social media, right? They'll go on social media and they're so quick to like air out their problems, or they're so quick. Okay. And this may be what people are saying about you, collective, but if this is not you, this is the other energy. Use your discernment. Okay. Take what resonate, leave what don't. If you know you're not that type to do that, then it's the other party. Okay. Um, but this remind me of people that be on social media, and they will as soon as y'all get into an argument, as soon as y'all like, or as soon as they don't get something that they ask for, they go to social media and talk about you like a dog. Okay. Um uh Leo energy could be here, Gemini energy. But they talk about you like a dog. Or they're going to other people talking about you like a dog, but they ain't never loud all the times that you was there, all the times that you were positive, all the times that you were uplifting, all the times it's just like For real. Yes, this could be their sign or your sign. Okay. So yeah, they ain't never really loud on social media saying like whoever this person is, like they like to act like when it's something positive or when it's something like uplifting or when it's like something that's like been done or they made it some way, this person likes to act like they did it all on their own. Like so they take a credit for things that should go to partially you. They take credit like they done did it all on their own. Like they're this independent, like you get what I'm saying? And like, but when it comes to something negative or when it comes to them not getting their way, like they're singing like a canary about you. They're like going on social media or they're talking to other people, just talking shit about you. Like this person that you could have helped, that you could have give them a tough break. And this is why I don't give people breaks anymore. I don't do favors. Like I don't like, and if it's for somebody, it's for a very select few because people that you like cut them a break, they're always talking shit about you or shitting on you. Like, but you're taking like, you know, benefits from me. You know what I'm saying? You're around me all the time, but you going around telling everybody that you can't stand me. Like that type of shit is wild. Um, but people, they're very ungrateful. And somebody is not going to realize just how much importance you are. Yeah, and I did mention Taurus in this thing. Someone is not going to realize how important you, like the nurturer is always taken for granted to begin with. Like people love to give like the provider the masculine role, like they love to give him his credit. But the empress is always taken for granted. And she's more of a staple. She's more of an importance in the community than the provider, right? Because the empress, the mother, the nurturing is the community. The empress, the mother, the nurturer, right, is the one that breathes life into everything. You know, and it's crazy because when, and this is why I be telling folks like when you want women, right? Because people are only human. When you want women to be um this ideal mothering, nurturing type of energy, right? You have to treat her well. Like treat the mother of your kids well so that she can have the spiritual and full mental capacity to be there. Not just for her husband, but for her children, for the community at large. You know what I'm saying? Like women are the network. And it is gravely taken for granted. Okay? Gravely. And a lot of people don't realize just how much more, right, important you are, Power One, until they don't have you no more. Until you scale back. Until like it's crazy because the one that is always like taking on everybody's mess, dealing with everyone's shit, um, is always the one that is shitted on. Is always the one that is taking the brunt of everyone else bullshit. And it's just like when they pull back, and when they stop giving, that's when people start to get humbled. It's like, oh, Power One, when Power One was here, Power One did this, and that made my life so much easier. Oh, when Power One was here, it's like all the things that it may not have been money, right? You may have not given them money, but like even if you were just a listening ear, like they don't realize that that was such an important role that they needed that. And when you left them, Power One, like they don't have that anymore. Like they really like they didn't know what they had until it was gone. Y'all could be married, like, but y'all could be married to a provider that really makes like y'all could have a traditional setup. When I say traditional, because that is subjective to different cultures, that means something different. I mean, like y'all could have had a traditional setup where um you were the stay-at-home mom, or and this person was, y'all married, and this person was the provider, and this person felt like, oh, you don't do shit all day, oh, you're a bum, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, try to make you feel insignificant because you don't do their role, because you're not out there every day working, and paying bills, like, but you're holding down the fort. Like, there's someone that is just really jealous of your role. Because that's what I feel like it is. I feel like men be jealous of women's role. They're not really aware of actually how hard it is to be a stay at home. All right. That's why a lot of women, when their husbands start talking that bullshit, you do the job. And them niggas shut up after one day of doing the mother's job that they could not handle. Like, for real. I don't want to get too much into personal story time on that one, pal one, because I've got to, like I said, I got to get ready for church and stuff like that. So we're not going to get too much into that. The channels is coming through though. Just know that. If this is resonating with you, book a reading with me. So now we're moving on to pal 2. Okay. This is pal 2. So, if their love language is chaos, it's time to mute the whole conversation. Drama, silence, jealousy games. They don't need a translator, they need a therapist. You deserve peace, not plot twists. Some of the signs coming through on this channel when I'm channeling is Libra, Aquarius, um, so far. So far. Now moving on. So why is PAL 2 problematic? From what perspective is they coming from? And how are they acting out on PAL 2 being so-called problematic? Okay. It's funny that John, I know John is being a dick, but it is so funny that John said, how long have you been racist? Because before I got, before I even started the setup of this reading, that was heavy on my mind, racism. Like how um I noticed that, a lot of white folks barely mention race. And it's a privilege to not think about your race. Like to not have to think about your race. That's a privilege. Um, and I got to thinking, why do black people be so fixated or so focused on race, right? And I got to thinking because we're reminded of like people treat you different when you're black. There's a lot of negative stereotypes that come with it. You get redlined a lot, like you get discriminated against a lot. People intentionally pay if you have the same credentials as a white, and let's say the pay rate is really good, like very few black people get those pay rates. Like my cousin, she has a job right now that's like it's 40, she gets paid $40 an hour at one job, and then she has another job where she gets paid well. And she went through some type of programming because she used to stick people, right? She used to, draw plasma. But then she quickly got promoted to another position where basically she like overseered everybody, and like after that she just been raking in dough. Like I don't know how she be finding these high paying jobs, but homegirl be finding them. She's a Virgo. Somebody here could be a Virgo. Okay. And that's why you're problematic. Like it's just kind of like you you're the exception to the rule. Okay. Or you're the token. But like it's funny that he said that because like I was thinking, well, black people, there's a lot of micro racism, microaggression, there's a lot of underhanded shit. And now, dealing with foreigners, it is worse. It's more worse now because Now, also, people like to discriminate against Americans. So not only do you have to deal with being like dealing with discrimination because you're black, but now you also have to deal with discrimination because you're American. And a lot of like, who's the best worker, who gets promoted, none of it is really based off of meritocracy. It's based off of a lot of favoritism. It's based off of like, um it's just not based off of like your hard work, your efficiency, what you know. It's not based off of that anymore. Okay. Because there's a lot of times where I see where, but some of them are smart though. Like this one guy, they try to get him, like they're always moving him around when his scores is too high. He's American. He's a Puerto Rican. But he's American. Puerto Rico is an American territory, if y'all didn't know that. So yeah, and it's crazy because he still outbeat the system. So he be like, his rates be astronomical, like astronomical. And like while the other people are cheating to get their high rates, he's not. And he's a Scorpio. So somebody here could be a Virgo, a Scorpio, um, as well. So we got chosen family. Friends, partners, and allies who become family through loyalty, shared values, and unconditional support. But yeah, that shit is a privilege to not have to think about your race. Like, I be hearing like guys, and they be like, "Oh, I don't date black girls," or "Oh, I have," or she has to be really light. Which I'm to black people, I'm light. To real black people, I'm light. Right? To mixed people, I'm brown. To white folks, I'm like dark. Um, but like when somebody says that, they're not talking about my type of light. Like they're talking about like white girl, white skinned. Which at that point, if there's a black person that is white skinned like that, somebody's mixed. Somebody's mixed. Because if you ain't an albino and you're that light, like white girl light, or even a tanned white woman, and you're that color, and you're talking about you're black, no, you're not. Mm-mm. But I be thinking like, do white women ever go through that? Do white women ever constantly have to hear how they're not enough because of their race? Or because of their hair texture, or because like, do white women have to go through that? Like, it must be nice to be able to date like anyone, any race, Indian. Like, white women are universal. Like, that must be nice to not have to consider, oh my gosh, I wonder, does he like white women? Like, it must be nice. I feel like you're problematic because people think that you're fucking privileged. Like, you have it all. This chosen family, friends, partner, that's like a 10 of cups energy. Allies who become family through loyalty, which in my mind, in my logical mind, like that don't make sense. Like I'm problematic because of my life is good, or I'm problematic because you perceive my life as being good, or you perceive my life. And I kind of have this issue with my family, right? So but I don't want to go into too much onto the personal stuff. But I kind of have this issue with my family, and it's just like for example, they feel like I'm privileged, or I have a silver spoon in my mouth, but in all actuality, I just make good choices in life. Okay, most of the like bad shit that has happened to me has been due to discrimination, being targeted at work, workplace bullying, or and also being targeted at home. Like my family is discriminatory against me. Okay. And they try to sabotage and undermine me a lot. So I've never really had like, I be confused when people think that I have it good. Or I be confused because like I deal with a lot of abuse around the clock. I deal with a lot of abuse. Like people be shocked when I tell them I don't have a friend, I don't have a love. Like they be shocked. No one, no one. I don't have a friend, I don't have a lover, and I don't have any family. I don't have any family for real. I don't count them as family. But like that should be weird when people think that. Like, and because they think that, they give me a hard time, and I'm already given a hard time. Like, let's say somebody get $500 check, and let's say they get that $500 check, right? And that's some they look the $500 check. A lot of people don't like to talk about the emotional, the spiritual, what that person had to go through to get that check. $500 don't mean the same thing to everybody. Okay. For me, it's everything because I had to go through abuse. I had to go through spiritual warfare. I have to go through a lot just to get that $500. And even then, I'm railroaded. Even then. So that $500 means more to me than a motherfucker that is the favorite at work. Than a mother. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like I be so confused when people assume, oh, you must be the popular girl. Oh, oh, you're so pretty. You know, guys must bend over backwards and do everything for you, huh? When I hear people assume that shit and they be thinking that shit is facts too, I'm like, oh boy, if you only knew. Guys assume that men are just bowing at my feet, giving me whatever I want. I'm benefiting. Somebody was like, "You benefit from patriarchy." No, the fuck I don't. I am a black woman. No, the fuck I don't. Unless you are the skin color of milk of magnesia. No, unless you look like Paula Patton, you look white as fuck, or some type of Latina or Dominican, you are not benefiting from patriarchy for real as a black woman. Like that shit's a joke. Don't forget to like the live and share the live, you guys. Like I just like when I hear that, like if I had to be honest with you, based off of stereotypes, if I were to believe people's like stereotypes, like, oh, if you're the ugly girl, you get this treatment. If you're the pretty girl, you get this treatment. You know, if I like were to go by that based off my life experience, I'm ugly as fuck. Like ugly as fuck. Just based off my life experience. Cause that's how people treat me. Like I can be happy go lucky. I could be supportive. I could be like for real. People still have contempt for me. People contempt. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But at some point, you have to stop caring about. Like I'm not going to apologize for my good life. I'm not going to apologize for my privilege. At some point, like, people try to make you feel guilty for like having a good life, or people try to make you feel guilty for, having a loving or supportive family, or loving or support, or whatever they're perceiving you as, having a good life. Like people try to, or barely dealing with a lot of struggles. You know what I'm saying? Like people could try to make you feel guilty for that and try to make you problematic, right? Because they put you on that pedestal, because they think that you know what I'm saying? So like to me this is weird that someone will be problematic because of that. But if this is like a sibling thing, like you're the prettier sibling, you're the smarter sibling, you're the, you know what I'm saying? That's why you're problematic. It's just kind of like they're always in your shadow. um Yes, you nothing but triggering people's insecurity, no matter how, even men. Like when I be hearing women and they be like, "Oh, men have done this for me." Oh, well, you must not be that pretty then. Because if you're too pretty, men will automatically assume you're a gold digger, even though you never asked them for money. I have men that I've paid for the date. Y'all, look, listen. I do social experiments. I have men where I paid for the fucking date. That nigga didn't even have a dime to his motherfucking name, but a car. And he still said I was a gold digger. And he still said that I was using him for money or trying to use him for money or he could get me. Like, he was triggered off shit I've never even said. I've never even made you feel like you were less than because you didn't have the money. Like, I'd never made you feel that way. And you, like, this man he was a Scorpio, was so triggered by me. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. But I did but like, even if they have money, it's the same shit. It's like, I am always assumed to be a gold digger. I don't have to ask. I can have my own everything. I don't have to ask them for money. I don't even like this one guy. He asked me, what am I looking for in a relationship, right? Now, y'all know guys are triggered by the provider role, by the provider word. They're triggered by that. Right. So, or a generous. Now, too many women are using the word generous male. So they're triggered by that word. Like, if you say generous or you're looking for a provider or a traditional setup, they instantly think gold digger. Okay. So I told him, this is what I told this man was he was Haitian. So I told him that um, I'm looking for a man who take care of me and I'll take care of him. As long as he take care of me, I'll take care of him. Because at that point, that's all I'm looking for. Because a bitch can't even get like even that, and that's like the bare minimum. That's like the standard, right? So like, he was so turned off when I said that, and after that, he was just funny acting towards me. Like, he had hit on me. He had hit on me, and I had turned him down at first, and like then when I started like flirting with him and stuff like that, he just like act weird. Like, I gave even when because he said he did dreads, and I said, well, I need my son hair dreaded. Never text me, never called me. It just weird shit. And I'll be seeing girls like if they talk to guys like I'll be like wondering like why me? Like, creature of fire, choose freedom in the reverse. I'll be wondering like why me? Like, me and a guy could be vibing it out. Me and a guy could be vibing it out. And like, am I missing a card? Yes, I am. Me and a guy could be yeah. Me and a guy could be vibing it out and like clearly we get along. Clearly we get along. And like, but they don't never want to exchange information, hang out outside of work. Like, we can have the same interests and everything. They don't never like, but I'll see with another woman, like, and they vibing it out, with different guys. They get they have no issue with getting like with coworkers giving them their number. They hanging outside of work. They like, I'm like, damn, why can't I ever get that? Even when we get along, like, I can't never get that. It is so strange. But people assume that I'm the popular girl, that I have all these friends, that I have all these boyfriends, that I have everybody bound. Like, if only you knew, but it just be weird. I had a guy where me and him literally had no issues. And me and my baby daddy had no, for real. In all actuality, me and my baby daddy had no issues. Like, he wanted us to be on bad terms. He wanted us to, like, you get what I'm saying? Pal too. Like, you're problematic because like you're like, people think that you're too good to be true, or there's something that like you're too good to be true. like people feel like there's got to be something wrong with you. They can be coming from a place of like um a triggered place of like trauma or like insecurity, like unhealed wounds. Like, there's a lot of unhealed wounds. You could remind them, or you could look like somebody. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See her face whenever I look at you. Y'all, if I don't have enough time to finish this, I'm gonna come back on live for a part two, okay? Because I do have to get ready for church. Okay, I am gonna probably start getting ready at like 7 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, but it could be an Aquarius involved, or it could be like a fire sign. And we got choose freedom, but the creature of fire came out in the reverse. And then we got the Six of Swords energy. So, like, I feel like people, this is so strange, but people can overcomplicate things, or they could, like, oh, you get what I'm saying? Like, they can overcomplicate things, pal, too. That shit, look, and that's one of the pals I chose. They can overcomplicate things. So, creature of fire, 24. I was trying not to go deep, but I'm still going deep. The channels is coming through, and I have to like block them out so I don't go over. Um, so frustration is the energy of the moment. As you are unsure of how or why to move ahead, you are filled with fear. You have been asking, "What if I reveal my true self? What if you don't?" Is the real question. And this is the Knight of Wands. So, like, people just take it upon themselves to create problems with you. Like, people take it upon themselves to create beefs. It'd be like one-sided beefs. Like, I had like, y'all, this is crazy. I can't go into story time because the people that are coming through this channel is crazy. But just know you're problematic because people feel like you're too good to be true. Like, there's no way she's happy. She's faking the funk. There is no way she's uplifting. She's faking the funk. Like, there's something about like people taking an issue with your purity. And they're really yes, it is, because a lot of people don't get it, or they try to make light of it, or they try to be like, "Oh, you're over exaggerating." Well, live this life then. It's so funny because like my mother has not really lived my experience, my type of experience, but when she became crippled or disabled and we had to, hotel hop and shit like that, people start treating her like I've been treated my whole life. Even my mother treated me this way. Like, especially like when I in elementary, like in fifth grade and fourth grade and stuff, like that's when it all started. Even my own mother have treated me this way. So like imagine not having like everybody being insensitive towards you, or everybody's feeling like, oh, you're lying or over exaggerating. It's not that bad. Like being gaslit all your life. Or people you like imagine that. Um Imagine that all your life. And it's funny because they can't even handle the shit that I've been dealing with all my life. Like my brother, he deals with a lot of discrimination as it pertains. But it's crazy because my brother and my sister, their issue is not really racism, it's their piss poor life choices. Like they've made bad decisions with bad choices with people, bad choices with lovers, bad choices. Because my brother had a I say this to say that I feel like the choices you make in life has more of an impact on you than racism, than any type of discrimination, right? Now, my case is rare. My case is extremely rare. I realize that. Mine is very much so. Like I'm very much so impacted by people being bigoted towards me. There's people that even will dislike me. Look, there's people that will dislike me, right? Because I do tarot cards. So I stopped bringing out the tarot cards like a lot, right? And I will have these stones. Now I think nobody is going to hate me or witch hunt me because of some damn stones. Like nobody. The same day I start carrying around my stones, got into an argument with a lady at another shelter. And she was like, "Oh, stones are of the devil." Bitch, some rocks is of the devil, bitch. I was floored. So then my spirituality was attacked again. There is something, pal, to where people project on you and people make demonize you, people villainize you. Like that's all I'm gonna say. And they be high, like 10 toes down behind those convictions. And it gets crazy because people always be like, "Oh, you're a know-it-all. You're a know-it-all. You're a know-it-all." Pal two, I'm channeling. I promise you, I'm channeling. But my personal experience keeps coming through on Pal two. I'm so sorry. Um, and I'll be like, I'm always asking questions. Like I'm the one in training, or I'm the one um always asking questions. I'm not scared to ask questions. Like I'm curious like a child. Like I'm not scared to ask questions. So when people be calling me a know-it-all, I'll be so confused. Cause like if I'm ignorant about something or dumb about something or don't, I'm gonna say it. Do know-it-alls do that? Like I'm constantly researching, investigating, I'm constantly studying people. I've been doing that for a very long time. 15, probably younger, since I was 15 and probably younger than that. Like now that does I do acquire a lot of knowledge from a lot of research and studying and observations and stuff like that. Now that does I know a lot, but I don't know everything. There's times where I've been wrong. There's time, you know what I'm saying? And it's like if you come with me with damning evidence, you can change my stances. A know-it-all, I feel like a know-it-all, the person that thinks they know everything, you can't change their stances, even if you come with the evidence, or even if you come with legit argument. They're still going. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're like that's what I think. A lot of people that be calling me a know-it-all, they're the ones that think they're the no. They're the ones. They're the ones that's the know-it-all, but they're calling me a know-it-all. Everyone that has ever called me a know-it-all has been the know-it-alls. But yeah, this is weird. But people are projecting they're projecting onto you, pal too. Hey, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm still in culture shock. I'm still in culture shock because I thought a lot of my traits that I have were good, were something that would make me highly revered, was something that would make me, like in my mind, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a success in life. Like I have an amazing mind, I have good values, I have a good morale. Like, like people are going to love me. I'm very uplifting. I when I got out here and all my positive traits, that's what I'm saying. Everybody is problematic. No matter what your personality is, you're problematic. Everybody, you're problematic to somebody. And I was shocked when I found out, okay, even me being beautiful, me liking makeup, me liking to dress up, like y'all, people demonize that. I remember I was in a locker room one day. I was in a locker room one day, and this is the first time I heard, and I didn't have on no makeup or nothing like that this day. But this is the first time I heard. I'm not gonna clown these women's looks, okay? I'm not gonna clown them. We're gonna get into some things. But like the first time I heard like what people assume about women that wear makeup or come to work wearing makeup or come to work looking nice, like they was like those girls are trying to get a man, and those girls are whores or hoes. Like, are they trying to sleep with somebody's man or take somebody's man? Now, when I'm hearing this, now I'm not saying anything. I'm saying it in my thought because I don't want to ruffle nobody's feather. I'm a feather ruffer, and I don't even be trying to ruffle feathers. But when I heard this, I damn near started to laugh because I'm like, that is not true. Maybe it's true for like a select few of women, but that is not true. And like I gets to laughing because like there's plenty of bitches that don't wear makeup, don't wear weave, and they sleeping with other bitches, mans. They like they hoes. Plenty of women like that. They hoes, they all type of stuff. And not all of them are always wearing like dressing up or wearing hoe clothes. Like when I just be hearing that shit, like some of the biggest hoes I know don't even dress like hoes. So when I be hearing that shit, I just be like, you are so wrong. So wrong. And I just that was the first time. So y'all think like if y'all really got to know me, you're gonna find out. Patrice don't even worship fucking men. I don't even worship men. I don't like when I hear that, people be thinking like if you were to hear my thoughts and not see me, you'd thought I was a feminist. You'd have thought I was a feminist. So, and I also be perplexed about it because everybody on social media, everybody in real life believes that men don't like women that wear a lot of makeup. Like they believe men hate women that wear makeup. They're not attracted to women with plastic surgery. But in the same breath, and this is why I really don't like dealing with the public because I will get a migraine because it never adds up. So if men don't like those things, then why do you assume that a woman that wears makeup and get plastic surgery is doing it for men if you say men don't like those things and you bully girls that do that do plastic surgery and you bully girls that like wear hair weaves or bully girls that wear makeup, enhancements. You bully them and you say that they're doing it for a man, but you just said out of your own breath that men don't like all that. So why then aren't women who don't wear makeup, women who don't wear weave, women who are natural bodies, why aren't they getting the stereotype of, oh, you're doing that for a man? You're toning it down for a man because y'all claim men love natural beauty, right? Like the some shit ain't adding up, is what I'm saying. And that shit, and I don't, it is not adding up. Like, which one is it? Do men actually prefer? Some people could be like slut shaming you as well, pal. Too, you're problematic because other bitches, men, or if you're a man, put it where it fits. Like, just put it where it fits. Other people's spouses or boyfriends or girlfriends want you. Other people's spouses are attracted to you. So that's why you're problematic. Like you don't even have to flirt like with the person. Like the person just looking at you, staring you up and down like you're a head turner. Like other people are making you a problem because their partners is attracted to you when really the issue is your partner is being disrespectful. The issue ain't me. It's your partner. Yes. Like the shit be crazy. And I'll be like, huh? So now we're going to PAL 3. I'm so sorry. That's why I hate doing story times because they take too fucking long. 58:44. And I've only got, y'all, it'd be crazy because when I see like other like tarot readers and I be seeing they use so many cards. And PAL 2, right? No, PAL 3. No, PAL 2, I'm sorry. Was 20 started at 26 minutes. And 58 minutes. It is what's that? 30 minutes about off of four cards. 30 minutes. Off of four fucking cards. I did all that channel for 30 minutes. That's why I be telling folks when people be like, oh, those cards, it's not the cards, bitch. To be a tarot reader, to be a psychic, you have to have intuition. You have to have psychic seer abilities. I channeled for 30 minutes off of 4 cards. Imagine if I had like a slew of cards. Like some tarot readers be having a slew. I'm like, damn, why they need all them cards? Y'all, I could do a 10 minute channel off of 1 card. Swear to God. 1 card. And it's crazy because people will be like, oh, that's easy. You're just making up shit. You're just doing this and doing that. And all the people that be like, it's easy, when they try to read, they are stupid. Yeah, it's not as easy as you thought it was. Is it? Y'all, I have mastered tarot only in 6 months of doing it. I got hired on at Psychic Link, and I never got the chance to like start actually working for them because I I haven't had a stable place to get a phone line and pay for the cable. I haven't had a place yet. And it's kind of hard these days because it's not enough to just have a job anymore. You got to have good credit. You can't have any criminal backgrounds. Like, it's a lot. So I haven't really had a chance to get. And so, yeah, I was a professional master this shit in 6 months. My brother was actually my first reading, but my brother is also my biggest enemy. Um, I take Cash App. I do take Cash App, but I don't have the link for that on here. Um, it's it's on. I have a pay link. I have a donation pay link, and I have like a pay link for my different reading types. Um, and it takes all payments. If you have Afterpay, it also take payment arrangements. So if you like, oh, I can't afford that right now, I have payment. You can take if you got Afterpay, you can do payment arrangements. But like, yeah, I don't have the link for that on this live. But yeah, Pal 4. But you can hit me up in the comment section after the video is over, and I can send that to you. But Pal 4. Their dating history looks like a crime scene. You are the detective. They left a trail of chaos and you're trying to solve the mystery. Baby, you're not CSI Boo Boo Edition. Save yourself. So, look, this is some scorpionic shit. Virgo, Scorpio shit right here. I would even say Pisces as an honorary mention. Pal 4. People don't like that you ask tough questions. People don't like, there are some people where you could be like, oh yeah, I did that, I did this, and people will believe them without questioning. Or people could make rumors or could talk about somebody, and like people will believe what they're saying about that person without questioning. But you're the one that asks questions. Well, if you're like that, then why do you do this? If you're like people get pissed. Like people get pissed. Like instantly, this is giving heavy Scorpio, Virgo, heavy, like heavy. And it's like, damn, I can't get nothing past. It's kind of like, y'all know that Scooby Doo. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. I've been channeling Scooby Doo like a motherfucker. Matter of fact, one of the new guys that I'm talking to right now is his nickname is Scooby Doo. That's his nickname. Like instantly, that's why you're the problem. Like you're too analytical. It's crazy because most people in this world is very fucking fake. It's funny because I was like listening to one of the tarot readers on here, and I was listening to one of the tarot readers on here, and like she was talking about, this person, um, they don't want you to know the real them. They feel like when you find out who they really are, that they're going to you're not going to want them anymore. And like you do some investigation. Power 4, you background check, You be background checking, like you see through the devil's schemes. You see through their schemes. Like, so, and believe it or not, there's a lot of people who fall for the scheme. Like, there's a lot of fucking idiots out here. A lot of idiots out here. But listen, um, it's just like people try to hustle you, or people try to hustle you, and when they can't successfully hustle you or cannot successfully use you, PAL 3. I mean, actually, I thought this was PAL 4 and this is PAL 3. I am so sorry. There might be some messages in PAL 4 for you, PAL 3. But like, people may try to scam you or get over on you or use you, or they assume that you're easy picking, and when they're not successful at it, you become the problem. You become the problem. Like, how I'm the problem because I know what the fuck you're doing. Like, Inspector Gadget. Look, we don't really just finish the reading off that one card, but I want to use all these damn cards that I've done bought, and I'm still buying cards. When my new decks come, I can. One of them's coming in May, and another one, baby. Them collective readings gonna be hitting. Do you hear me? Hitting, hitting. Yes, yes. They're shocked when you flip the script. Don't forget to like this live, share this live. Everybody, it's everybody's book. I'm telling you. People be scared that you could have be Pisces, or you could have a high priestess energy about you, where like people just know if someone's intuitive, right? If someone is truly intuitive, they gonna know not to fuck with PAL 3. PAL 3, they gonna know. If I fuck with that motherfucker, I'm going down. They're not even gonna try you. If they're truly intuitive, if they truly, if they truly have an intuition, people know without you even speaking. People know not to fuck with you. Only the idiots who are spiritually debilitated and who completely out of whack with their own intuition will try you. Only an idiot. PAL 3. People could blame you a lot of PAL 3. People can say, now this PAL is not the PAL that I picked, but I did pick PAL 2. I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PALs. But I did pick, yeah. So the facade of greatness appears exceptional, but it's only a perception. Highly regarded, but status is unfounded. Like, you know how people, and look, it's 2 cards here: credit score, record of trustworthiness, entry pass to opportunities, and others see you as trustworthy or not. Like, you're not falling for the bullshit. Y'all know how when people be like, oh, you got to dress this way, talk this way, and people are going to assume that you're, or wear designer, and people are going to assume that you got money, or people, or all you got to do is go to church on Sunday, and people are going to assume that you're this higher level being, and it's like, you are not, you don't believe. Exactly. Like, you're not like, this person's a crock of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, PAL 3, you just be knowing. I keep saying that. There's something about PAL 4, PAL 3 you need to get to. Like, but that's why you are problematic. Like, you see past people's outer dressing, right? Like, you're not gonna call somebody a high value man just because they graduated from college and make good income. Like, you're not going like you see past all that bullshit. Y'all could like watch a lot of detective shows, or a lot of murder shows, or a lot of investigative shows, and I'm gonna tell you something. That is really the secret. Like, because a lot of people, when they think of like serial killers, or when they think of people who are bad or who are abusive, a lot of people always assume like it's the thugged out motherfucker with the tattoos all over their face and claiming he's atheist and say he don't go to church. A lot of people think Like that's a textbook. But I swear to you, if you go watch murder shows, that is going to put you on. That is going, if you watch a slew of murder shows, detective shows, fatal attraction shows, that shit, I'm telling you. Like, you pay attention, a lot of the serial killers, a lot of the deadly, dangerous motherfuckers barely even have criminal backgrounds. They have like good jobs, good reputations. Like, you gonna find out that that going to church shit, that like if you watch a bunch of criminal shows, I'm telling you, you will be shocked who the evil motherfuckers really is. And it's so sad because the courts, if you like, if they see you as having it together, like if they see you as having it together, like you're outer dressing, a lot of times they'll hold a bias because like you're being looked at as, oh, you know, this person has a house, this person has a car, this person has this and that, right? But you can actually be the abuser. Now, really high IQ, really smart abusers can get away with abuse a lot because they play on that. They play on the psyche. They play on how people assume that if you got a house, you got a car, you got a job, you got all your shit together. Like they assume that you're always in the right. That's why landlords are always believed more than tenants. Like, or leaseholders are always believed more than tenants. Like, so an abuser, a very smart abuser, okay, that abuses its victims is gonna almost always get away with it. They gonna leave the victim confused, and they gonna fuck with the victim psyche so motherfucking bad that the victim is gonna start to believe they are the problem, and the whole society is gonna be on the side of the abuser. It's crazy. The Married at First Sight, there was this Indian guy who was with this white woman, and he was a doctor or surgeon or something like that. Now, instantly, you know, girls about to nut in their panties. He's tall, he's attractive, he's well spoken, he's a doctor, you know, he has a degree. Like people, women are instantly gonna take his side. They creaming in their panties off that alone. And like the dude would do a lot of microaggressions. Smart abusers are micro in what they do, subtle. Okay, never get caught. You can't even press criminal charges against their ass for it because they're gonna be like, oh well, that's reasonable. Like everybody's gonna be like, that's reasonable. Like the only person that's gonna be able to see through that is the motherfucker that has experienced it before. Everybody else is just dumbfounded. Um, so where's the other one? But yeah, but PAL 3, yeah, like you see through their schemes, you see through their microaggressions, you see like you see, and people are mad about that. People are mad that they've been found out that you're not. You could be a tourist, that you're not taking the bait. Power for a lot of y'all like can understand the hustle of the system. There, you could be a Capricorn too, but a lot of y'all understand the hustle of the system. Like people can speak in professional or business coding, but you see past all that bullshit. Like for example, when they be like, "Oh, you're we're gonna start cracking down." Like at my job, they said they're gonna start being stricter, right? And PAL 3 is the type that'll be like, they're going broke, their money's tightening up, their sales aren't selling like it is, so they trying to get rid of people to save money because they ain't got it like that. But under the guise of we're tightening it up because you guys are abusing our kindness, our rules, like bullshit, you motherfuckers. Peak season is over. Peak season is over. And it's too many people on your labor clock, and you want to fire motherfuckers and get rid of motherfuckers and find any reason to get rid of motherfuckers because now that the money ain't rolling in and you ain't getting much profit, Now you want to fire a motherfucker for any means necessary. You know when a business is doing good, if a business is more chillaxed, right? Then the business, they making money, they bringing in money, they bringing in bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if because business in all actuality ain't no really such thing as no stable job. I know this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. But a lot of people that be at jobs for a super long time likely are work snitches. They kin to the boss or they kin to the business owner. Like it's something. And that's or they're sleeping with the motherfucker. It's something. I'm not always saying that they're sleeping, but it's something for a reason why a motherfucker could be at a job for 20 plus years. If a person has been taking abuse and has been taking undercut pay for 20 plus years and they are not doing any of the negative stuff, like not being a lapdog or anything, they're not doing any of the negative stuff that I stated, like, then what's wrong with you? You should have been looking for another job. After you went through that, what, 5 year probationary period, you could have went to another job that was willing to pay you more with better benefits and don't stress you out every day. Like, how the fuck is you dealing with a job for 20 years of abuse? Y'all got to understand your jobs, these jobs, any organization, right? Because a lot of people love to talk about romantic relationships, but relationships go beyond romance. If you have a child, that is a connection in a relationship. If you have friends, that is a connection in a relationship. If you have a business, that is a connection in the relationship. Anything dealing with people is energy. When you go, even without people, when you go and buy a car, that is a relationship, right? Anything that you purchase and you have to take care of it and you have to maintain it, that is a relationship. Your home, your space, your sanctuary, that is a relationship. So what is your relationship like? Right? Do you value things? Do you take things for granted? Do you take care of things or do you neglect? What is your relationship telling you? When you do business with somebody, that is a relationship. In the same way you have to nurture your romantic connections, you have to nurture all of your connections, not just the one, not just the person you fucking, not just your pet, not just your baby, not just your parents. Not you have to nurture your business relationships, build rapport, build trust, right? That's where that good credit score comes from. It tells a person, is this person somebody to do business with? Now, listen, now somebody could create a situation that where it's a false fail. It's a false credit. Like I said, if you've dealt with workplace bullying, just know I deal with a lot of shit like this. And so I see firsthand how people can manipulate or use the system, right? And attack you with it. And so you're being appeared or being looked at as one way, and that's not really true. But you can't really go to them and tell them the truth because they're going to look at you like, oh, you're just full of excuses. Oh, you're just a liar. Oh, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that ain't happening to you because they ain't never experienced it. So they think it's far fetched. A lot of people, if they have not experienced something, they think it's far fetched. But we have the shaman, trust the path. But there is a lot of bullshitters, though. I will say that. There is a lot of bullshitters that be coming up with these victimhood stories and they be full of shit. And you're going to find out that they're full of shit because when you actually get to know them and you see their ways, it's like, bitch, you the problem. You get what I'm saying? The truth will eventually come out. Just like My sister would used to paint me, and I never knew she was doing this, but my sister used to go around talking a lot of shit about me. A lot of shit about me. And like she would be lying to my brother saying they're doing this to me. They're da 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 da. So my brother, he comes and he lives with us, and he's like he sees that I wasn't the problem. It was her. Now my brother is jealous of me, so of course he's never going to fully admit that. But I can see his facial reactions, and I can see like it'd be crazy because like a lot of stuff me and my brother like agrees on, like we like in sync. But my brother, the jealousy shit that he has like against me, and also um yeah, he's jealous. His jealousy overrides anything that we would have in common. So, but he sees that he sees my sister's reactions. He sees like you can only hide your true self for so long. He sees her reactions to things. He sees her. He's like, yeah, that bitch is the problem. I can see it in his face, y'all. Like literally read his mind. Like, yeah, that bitch is psychotic. Yeah, she's the problem. And just imagine the whole time he thought it was me falling for her every word until he amidst himself in it, lived with us, and he sees, yeah, it's that bitch. She's a psych ward patient, swear to God. Like, swear to God. But she will claim they're always picking on me. They're always like, you can go be like, hey, Lily, give me a drink of water. Lily will go, could you give me a drink of water, please? Lily will go and text somebody. And they're always asking me to do everything. Nobody ever do anything. I'm the only one doing everything. They're they're bullying me. I swear to God, that's what she does. I sit there and watch her. Just like she keeps a really trashy home, but she'll be telling my brother and she'll be telling like everybody that like she's clean, or she'll be acting like she yeah, she'll have you try to clean her home because she ain't gonna clean it. She'll be like, oh, I kept my house up clean, I'm a neat freak. Bitch, no, you're not. And then you could see her house, you could be in her house. Like she's such a pathological liar and delusional. Like you could see her house is messy because you done visited, and she keeps a mess, and you've done lived with her. I have history with you. I've done lived with you, and you every place that we go you trash. That shit be looking like a hog pen every single place. And I'm just like, you're and she will argue you down that she's a neat freak. And what she would do is she would shift blame or blame somebody else, or like, so I'm telling you, I ain't had no choice to. I don't have no choice to. This family. I don't have no choice to. No, it ain't birds of a feather. How can it be birds of a feather if me and my sister have been enemies for ever? On her call. On her call. Not on mine. On her call. We've been enemies forever. And I didn't even know that we were enemies for real until what, couple years ago? That's when I realized, oh my gosh, this bitch really hates me. And I was so confused why. She always, and when I look back on it, she always gave me funny energy. Like she's always given me funny energy when we were in school. Like she's always been funny acting towards me when we were in school. Like now that I look back on it. And when I was younger, when we had moved to Kentucky, and stuff like that, like they would always do this weird triangulation where it was them versus me. And it's so weird because they created that environment. But yet they're gonna make it seem like it was a equal participation. No, it was you motherfuckers stirring up shit and competing with me and scapegoating me and teaming up against me, trying to make me feel left out, right? Because we don't have the same father. It's y'all doing. Just like they when my brother went to therapy, he gonna say that I was the reason for his drug addiction problem. Sir, how could I be the reason for your drug addiction problem and we've never fucking really hung out? How can a person that's not even, I can't, like, I'm saying, goddamn, I must be a bad bitch to be able to have an effect on you and I'm not even there. Cause he's hung out more with, his homeboys and his friends and shit like that than anything. He stayed outside. Like when we were younger, when we were school age. Like me and him didn't have no relationship. We didn't pick up the phone and talk to each other and see how each other was doing. So how the fuck can I be the reason for your drug addiction? Like that shit, I said I must be one powerful bitch for a motherfucker to whole life be in shambles. And I ain't even, we not hanging out. I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking about you. I'm not none of that. I'm not like smear camp. When I tell y'all, I used to think of my brother so highly, and like it all shattered. It all shattered. Yes, that's another thing too. Like, and my brother, y'all, he's not like he's not stupid. He's very smart. This boy has even diagnosed himself. He said that he think that he has bipolar and narcissistic. He diagnosed himself. My brother is the type that is self-aware and will still choose to be toxic. He's very self-aware and will still choose to be toxic. It's a different energy from my sister. My sister lacks no type of self-awareness and she thinks her lies are the truth. Just like one day she was complaining about just you have a bullshit detector. So people that live in a like yeah. So people that live in the Lulu land and and it's bullshitters, like you see through all these schemes. You see through the devil's schemes. Like you're right on it. Like everybody else may be falling for your shit, but I see you. Like that's why you're problematic. But we got the shaman, trust the path. Some of y'all, it's given like y'all could be wardens, it's given cops, it's given judges, it's given even though judges can easily be manipulated too. Judges can easily be manipulated. Sometimes I be thinking the correctional officers are smarter than the motherfucking judges. Like, no, seriously. Like they could be so easily manipulated. Judges. Huh? What? Oh, like it's crazy. But let's pull out this bonus card, and I'm also going to yeah, you could be a Taurus, or they could be a Taurus, whatever sign, whoever. This is the signs involved, okay? But Scorpio is in this motherfucker heavy. Scorpio, Virgo in this motherfucker heavy. Yes, that's the problem. The problem is people in high positions think too highly of themselves, so they are easily manipulated. Now, them is some motherfucking know-it-alls. Now, that's a know-it-all. Yes, Leo, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo. Um, I want to say Pisces because the High Priestess did come up in my third eye. It's not here, but in my third eye, the High Priestess did come up. So Pisces. Um, the Page of Cups. energy. Yeah, it's like even if someone is like a psychic or a seer, like your bullshit meter, your bullshit meter, like your bullshit meter goes off. Like I remember I had blocked this one tarot reader because, like, bitch, why is you out here giving terrible advice? Bitch, you're blocked. Is it now? I know that like tarot readers and psychics, they're human. They're still human, so they're still subject to manipulation. They're still subject to a lot of shit. That's why anything that you do, you got to do with discernment. Any tool that you use, you have to use your discernment. Like, so I always just take the meat and potatoes and leave the rest. Mm, okay, there's some noodles in there. I'm doing a video. I can't. Yeah, yeah. That's why you're problematic is your discernment, pal three. But let me read the trust the path, and I'm about to move on. But yeah, like, and my family, they hate that I can see through their bullshit. They hate that I see what they're doing. Like, they hate that shit. So I got kicked out the goddamn diatribe. I got kicked out the diatribe. Like, my family is very corrupted. Very corrupted. Very corrupt. Just like I was telling my mom that I think they're weird. Y'all weird because a person talk shit about you, snake you. Anytime that you need help, they don't help you or won't help you, but they're always got their motherfucking hand out and you help them. But y'all sitting up here, if they were to get shot or they were to die or something, y'all sitting up here crying. Oh, that's sorry. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? No, I'm not crying at a motherfucker's funeral who ain't did shit but talk shit about me. And any time that I needed help, wouldn't help me, but will instantly go and help a stranger on the street. And that's what the fuck they be getting for real. Because like that's what you get. Getting dogged the fuck out. That's what you get. But refuse to help a motherfucking family member. That's what you get. Same way with women. Like women will sit up here and they be like, "Oh, you're too much. You're too negative. This and that." But we'll go and take a jailbird, a convict, a nigga, a trauma patient who should have a straight jacket on, and take on that project. But I'm too much, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with your bullshit. Get out of here with that bullshit. But it's a man. That's why I'm saying, like, when people be like, "Oh yeah, women are empaths." Well, women are not empaths. Women are not nurturers. Women put on performances. They're trying to get deck, and they play the stereotype of an empath. Because if you're an empath and a nurturer, you're gonna be that no matter who it is. Women put on performances. That's why when I seen this tarot reader video, I was just like, I was just laughing because everybody does that. Like when she was talking about the guy, like showing his representative, women do that, men do that, people do that. Like a lot of people like to hide their demons. They like to hide their who they truly are. And that's why the number one thing that I always tell people is what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Like I'm very human. What you see is what you get. And people still think that there is something to look for. Motherfucker, what I told you it was, that's exactly what it was. And they still be like, oh no, it's something else. Like, just, they be on pal 2 shit. Like, what's up? Don't forget to like the live, share the live, and yeah, like just like when people be like, "Are you good or are you bad?" Bitch, I'm gray. Bitch, I'm gray. I'm gray. I'm both. Because depending on how you come at me, that's the side of me that you gonna fucking get. So if you want nice, you better play nice. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't give a fuck about it. Oh, well, you're not a higher level being if you're doing that. You're not a higher. Baby, this is the real world. And there is some really demonic ass forces out here. That's why I like to call myself the motherfucking demon slayer. There are some demonic ass forces out here. And you guys to be prepared for war at all times. Don't think that you can always be love and light, love and light. You can't always be that, baby. You cannot always be that. You got to be ready for war. The shaman, trust the path. Yes, you got to be fully integrated. Everybody has a goddamn dark side. Everybody has sides like this is like when people be trying to shame people for their trauma. So now everybody is sitting up here trying to act like, oh, I'm perfect. Oh, I don't have any traumas. Oh. And if you sitting up here and you showing your scars, then people want to try to bully you or shame you or make you feel for being scarred. Like I didn't ask for these scars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't ask for a mother who at every corner fucking sabotages me and then tries to play hero after she done successfully sabotaged my life. She tries to play hero after that. And rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Like I didn't ask to be born into that. I didn't ask to for my family to be triggered by me. I didn't ask that. I didn't ask that. And guess what? I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I, that shit's out of my control. Only thing that I could do is have a plan and react tactfully. That's the only thing that I can do. But nobody asked to be scarred. Nobody asked to be traumatized. Nobody asked for that shit. Like for a motherfucker to like shame somebody for their scarring is crazy word. So you're saying because the society at large wants to demonize and isolate or whatever they want to do to a person, right? They basically aren't worthy of anything good in life because the society it's almost giving like Salem witch hunt trials. Like that's what it's giving. The shaman, trust the path. Baby, fake as fuck. Fake be fake as fuck. And will attract other fake motherfuckers. Most definitely will. Trust the path. You are on a path, my beloved. You are trying to fit into a group, but you naturally stand out. Traditional structures are your friend in this moment. In other words, don't rock the boat. I honor my own beautiful path and connection to the divine. Wounded healer, take care of yourself. Yes, your pains and traumas allow you to help others. Turn this energy of love inward now. It's just like some people, yeah, yeah. That's just like some people, they be trying to figure out how the fuck do I know all this. Baby, I come from a manipulative family. I've been in the workforce and constantly targeted by manipulative people. So I know a lot about manipulation, mind games. I know a lot about the psychology of a lot of shit because of all the bullshit that I've been through. Just because, but there is some people who know a lot of shit because they do it. So, and they know why. You know what I'm saying? They have like my brother would be the type where he could tell you manipulation games because he does them and he knows why he does them and he knows the effect that it has on the brain or so my brother is like a devious smart. You get what I'm saying? My me is because of my experiences, what people have done to me. I learned a lot along the way, plus I've done research and all that other shit. So you mix all that together, that's how I know. That's how I can read past the bullshit. Like it depends. It's very subjective. But pal 4, we're gonna get into your pal. Yeah, but people will automatically be like, "Oh, you know that? How you like?" Just like when girls be like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You only dealt with narcissistic men. You don't know what you're talking about." Da 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 da. Right? And I'm like, okay, Sometimes I just stop talking. I just stop talking. I don't say nothing. I don't warn them. I don't nothing because I will be made the bad guy. Or you're just a hater. And then when the time, or you're just cynical, or you're just jaded, blah 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 blah. Okay, okay, all right, all right. And what y'all think happened? What the fuck y'all think happened? So sometimes it takes years for this stupid motherfucker to realize that what I saying was true, and still they won't give me the credit for it. So they will be a crash course dummy. The shit comes to pass. The shit comes to pass, right? And when it does, I'll be like, "Hmm, I told you so. I told you so." Now you still want to try to weaponize, oh, you're just traumatized, or you're just this, or you still want to try to weaponize that against me to invalidate what the fuck I'm observing? Okay. Yeah. Yep. To like, you still? You still? Oh, okay. Does that look good? You can put seasons in it. The seasoning's in the kitchen. Where's the hot dogs? Oh, well, you done already cooked the noodles, so you have to get another bowl to cook the hot dogs because the hot dogs is in the refrigerator in a bag. But yeah, like, told you so. Told you so. Like, just like when motherfuckers be like, y'all gotta understand, women do it too, but y'all gotta understand, men had to practice hiding their true natures because who men truly are is not acceptable in society. So men have to master hiding their sick and sadistic ways. They master that shit. That's why they're so successful at living a double life. That's why a man could be a motherfucking serial rapist and a serial killer, and you don't know that because you ain't never seen that side in him. And the pillars of the community ain't never seen that side of him, and yet he's been living a double life for years. Men have mastered that art because the who they truly are is not acceptable, isn't accepted. Just like the whole sex stuff. Like nowadays, men have to hide a lot of their sexual natures. This is why most of the women that sees that side of the man, like sees that other side of the man, she's either a prostitute or an escort, or she's in the like underworld, so-called underworld, right? She's in the underworld. So they're gonna see that side of him. You know, they're the misfits, they're the outcasts, the women that are misfits, outcasts, and shit like that. They're gonna see that dark side of men. They're gonna know the other side, right? But like, yeah, because there's no place really for the male to like really fully emerge in what he truly is. He can't even admit it. It could be a thought, but he can never verbally admit that shit out loud. Like he would be like pumped on by society. Like, no, for real. That's why males have amazing, they can live two lives at once. They've had to master that shit. Just like now, a lot of their like sexual uh ways or a lot of their perverted ways, they're able to cover that shit up very well now. And that's why sometimes I'll be telling folks like, you may not always want to like shame a motherfucker. Let them show you who they are. Because all you're doing, like boundaries and shit, helps a person manipulate you better. Especially if they're a narcissist or like they are part of the dark triad. Like boundaries and like, oh, I believe that da 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 da, blah, 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 da 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 da. Like that shit helps people manipulate you more. Like you're basically giving them the code to how to manipulate you. The best way to be is come as you are. To play more of a free spirited role, a hobo, not a homosexual, but a hippie role. Like, come as you are. Like, that is the best way, because what's going to happen is you're going to be able to see this person in their entirety, right? And they feel like it's a safe space. So you're going to be able to see this person in their entirety, and then you're going to be able to make a decision on whether you want to deal with that or not. A educated decision instead of a decision built on lies. You see? But when you're, oh no, that's unholy, and this and that, and oh girl, I wouldn't wear that, girl. That like real judgmental. You help people manipulate you better. Sometimes boundaries will help a narcissistic or a dark triad person manipulate you better. For real. Just like if you have a trigger, people can weaponize those triggers against you, and you fall into their traps, and boom, now you're stuck. Right? So even your emotional reaction to, yeah, y'all, I've been dealt with some really psychological fucked up people in my life, not just family. So even when you like reacting to something, you're giving people information about you. You're giving people information about you. And your reactions is basically they're decoding you. So now this person, proximity can be really dangerous. Letting a person in too close can be really dangerous, especially if that person will use that information for bad. Because it's not so much about them figuring you out or getting close to you to, like, you know what I'm saying? It's what they're going to do with that information that matters. That's why I do the opposite with most people. When most people have their guards up and shit, I do the opposite. I'm always thinking outside the box. Most people like have their guards up, and then you gotta get them to drop their guards, right? I might still have my guards up, right? I might still be on the defense, but you won't know that. You won't ever feel that or know that. You, because I do the opposite. So I come in loving, right? I do the opposite, and I come out like just vulnerable. And I want to see what you're going to do with that, with the information that I give you about me, or with my vulnerable side that I give you about me, or I'm going to come off in love first, because I'm going to see what you going to do with that. I will even act dumb, and I will even pretend to be dumb and gullible and ditzy, because I want to see what you're going to do with that information. If you fuck me over, right? Because it's like, oh, she's stupid, so I can just take advantage of her. What you do with that tells me all I need to know about you. You ain't shit. You failed the test. Or if you weaponize my vulnerabilities against me, because there's people where you'll be vulnerable with them, and then they'll see, I see why your mother never loved you. I see why. I see this. I see, they'll weaponize the vulnerability against you in order to get their way. That is an abusive person. I might do a dialogue. What's up? What's up, Heidi? I might do a dialogue about how to spot abusive people, like people that will beat your ass, like tear you down till you're under their control. Like, there's a lot of subtle signs that a lot of women miss. They miss. Okay, for real, they miss. Um, yeah. So you gotta really pay attention. Like, you gotta really pay attention. Like, if a person feels like they got you, already have them thinking that they have you. Like, think outside of the box. Don't. Sometimes people's biggest, they do too much predictable shit. Like, it's predictable for you to have your walls up, and for you to not really open up and talk to a person like that. That's predictable. So people are gonna be like on their best behavior with you. Unpredictable, thinking outside of the box, like motherfuckers don't calculate these things. Do the opposite. Oh, I'm gonna love this person fully. I'm gonna da 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 da. Or I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna show my vulnerable side. Now, or I'm gonna play dumb, or I'm gonna play like I don't know. See what they do with that information. See where they take it, because that's gonna tell you their character. You see, that's gonna tell you the character. So, an abuser is going to take your vulnerability and weaponize it against you. An abuser, y'all just know that I know. I'm telling you, as a woman, I've only been in like 2 serious relationships, and those relationships did not last long. I left so fast. So I don't have half the traumas when it comes to romance. I don't have half the traumas that a lot of women have. Like when it, because I've known women that been in abusive relationships have normalized abuse. They've been in abusive relationships for 5, 10 years. Baby, the longest relationship I've ever been in was 6 months. My shit works. My methods works. I'm telling you, I've done ducked and dodged so many motherfuckers. Now, sometimes, like, if you don't have like if you don't execute a very good exit plan and you do this shit my way and you don't have an exit plan or no backup money or no nothing like that, then yeah, you gonna experience some type of hardship, doing this. But at least it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Just remember that. Could be a lot worse. The next is I'm sorry I got into it. This is why I'll be trying to do these 12 pals. We're gonna have to do a part 2 because like y'all, the channels is coming and I don't know how to make them stop. I do not know how to make them stop. Let me reset the energy. We're about to get into 1, 2, 3, 4, pal 4. To yell because sometimes when I'm excited and when I get passionate, y'all, I'll be like my voice be like loud, and I'm trying not to do that because like I live in this shelter, and I'm trying not to do it. But let's see, it's gonna have to be a part 2. But I know a lot. Like when I tell y'all, I can help y'all the smallest of details. The smallest I can tell you, from the smallest of details. And this is from a person that has damn near been gaslighted all her life. Tell me. Yeah, I'm not trying to wake nobody up. So let's do 4. The intimacy is lackluster. Somebody's a minute man. Oh wow. So power 4. 11257. Yes, that really what people be needing to look at. They be waiting for the big shit. No, pay attention to that small shit. I'm telling you, the red flags are always there. They're always there. They're always, but some people don't even know a red flag because a red flag to them is a green flag when they've been raised in abuse. They don't know it's a red flag. Because, oh, my mother did this, or my father did this, or, oh, this was their marriage, or this, that's why I'll be laughing when people be idolizing their parents' relationship. And I'll just, like, imagine how many red flags could have been in those relationships, and they thinking it's green. Like, they be idolizing it. I don't ever trust it because, like, your norm could be toxic and you don't know it. Like there's a lot of families that be acting like they the Huxtables, and whole time they covert narcissists. They sick and sadistic, and but their children thinks they're the Huxtables. People's viewpoint of their parents or of their relationships that's in their household is very biased, very biased, very. Yes. Yes, the brain, whatever the brain, because trauma, if you've experienced like unhealthy relationships and the brain, that's all the brain knows. Yes, the brain does not differentiate. And but when it's something different, your brain will go into fight or flight mode. That's why people that have been in a lot of abusive relationships, grew up in abusive households, when you're actually loving them and actually good to them, they respond, their reaction to what you're doing is negative because that's not their normative. The brain thinks it's in danger because like that's a foreign thing to them. So it's a fight, it goes into fight or flight mode. Y'all, baby, I'm not just a tarot reader. I'm telling you, I'm not just a tarot reader. Like, I'm telling y'all, I could break this shit down. I can break it down for real. I don't have enough time to do all that though. I don't have enough time to do all that. PAL 4. Because like I'm channeling all this, like PAL 4. There is more to you that meets the eye. Like you know, you're extremely, but it's something about your looks or your body, or like you could have like good, you know, PAL 4. You could have good, you know. I can't. I can only say so much. You could have good. You know what I'm saying? Good, good, good at what you do, baby. Like, but and that overshadows all of this, all of this smarts and this, all of this shit that you have to offer. It overshadowed, like it's something about your looks or something about like your, like I'm telling you, your body, your sex skills, like your skin, your smell, your like, it's like a motherfucker can't get past that. Like, hey, did you know I could write, motherfucker? Like, I don't just have titties, I can write. Did you know that? I'm an author. Hey, like it's like your looks, or like it power forward, your looks gets overshadowed by, I mean your, did I say it right? Your looks overshadow everything else. Like everything else. Like, damn, did you know a bitch was funny? Like, I don't just have a pretty face or a nice bum or some nice legs. Did you know a bitch was funny? Like, people just want to see, like, even if there's something about your attraction, like you are very, you have like, you know, and you're not just like beautiful, power forward, like you, like you're like, you have sex appeal. Like you have a very like strong sexual aura, even if you're not trying, like fully clothed, like even fully, like powerful. There's a lot more to you than meet the eye. Um, Repeat after me. I will not confuse lust with love. You can't build a relationship on spicy chemistry alone. This is gonna sound real crazy, but like eventually you'll crave actual connection and snacks. And I know some people don't like to do sex work, don't like to be into that. Like I said, I'm a different tarot reader. I'm a different tarot reader. Okay. Um, but you can weaponize it. Like, even though this is annoying, you can weaponize this in your favor, pal, for it. Like, maybe get into either being a cam girl or a sex work, or if you start your content, like really hype up like your looks, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's like crazy, but like that will work. Like that is the attention grabber. Um, or modeling. Okay. Thank you. Or modeling or something like that. To live, yeah. Like, get into it, baby. I'm oh, sorry. I'm sorry, but use what you got to get what you want. Get into it, baby. And you don't even have to look. Have y'all ever heard like the saying of being a tease? It's crazy because Pal 4, you could be a tease without trying. You're not even trying to tease a motherfucker, and they saying that's what you're doing.
they saying you're a tease. That's why you're problematic. You're a tease. Like, you could smile at a motherfucker and they like, oh my gosh, she wants to do it. She wants to do 18 plus. Y'all, I want to get graphic so bad and I can't. And I can't because it's YouTube. Y'all gonna have to book a personal reading with me to get unfiltered. But like, that shit funny. Let me. It's getting too like sexual. I'm not going. We're gonna go ahead and get the other cards. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Kyle, for this shit is kind of funny. It's probably annoying to you, but it's kind of funny. This is why I be telling girls that are like average or ugly, like, bitch, you're lucky. Because like people see you, like really see you. You know what I'm saying? So you're more likely to get a genuine connection. Like, no, you may not be Janet, the sex symbol. You may not be a sex symbol or model or everybody gawking at you. Like, you may not be that. You know what I'm saying? But think about the bigger hindsight, the bigger picture. Like, when you genuinely connect with a guy or a girl, it's a genuine connection. Like, they really get to see you. Imagine being beautiful, gorgeous, or like Janet Jackson, this sex symbol, this sex, and they don't see nothing else. They never get past it. Nothing else. You really want that life? Just like um with promotions and job, like I be seeing like a lot of average to ugly women. Keep in mind, looks is subjective, okay? But a lot of average looking to ugly women have no problems for real in the workforce. They don't have any problems in the workforce. If they want to get promoted and they want to get to the next level, nobody's going to railroad them or try to stop them. Nobody's going to be triggered by their success. On the beautiful woman, on the other hand, it's another story. Are you sure you want that life? There's a reason why there's a lot of beautiful women. Now, some beautiful women lucked up, decided to go the business route, entrepreneur route, or they lucked up. Or maybe they fell in love with their boss or something like, I don't, they lucky. Okay. But there is like beautiful women that like the reason why the stereotype of the struggling or the woman that ain't got a lot of finances, but she's pretty, society set it up like that. That's why you'll see like a lot of gorgeous girls, they end up in either the modeling industry, they end up in the sex industry, like for real. Or they end up being a sugar baby, or they end up like trying to go marry off to wealth because the odds when you like that's why I hate those studies that be like, oh well, if you're a prettier woman, you get better That's a fucking lie. Where? Like it's set up for pretty women to be like poor. Like it's set up for pretty women to be struggling. Like it's systemically set up that way. Yeah, manipulated and humble. It's set up that way. So a lot of pretty women but people will project. So people will assume and stereotype and say, "Oh yeah, because they only care about being a bad bitch," right? They paint pretty women as superficial, stand in the mirror all day. Like that's how they really paint us. Like they it's not even a fact, but they think it's a fact. Like how many gorgeous women do you actually know, like actually gave them a chance and got to know them? Like how many? Because a lot of people will just be feeling like they just have the cheat codes to pretty girls and you barely even talk to their ass. So how the fuck you got a cheat code? A lot of it, like, it's like actually, if you're an average woman or you're an ugly woman, you literally can get financial success, good credit. You don't got to worry about nobody stopping you. You ain't got to worry about triggering your pretty girls even have to worry about their own fucking parents. Really attractive women have to worry about their own parents hating on them, not just their siblings. That's another conversation for another time. That's why you're problematic though. We ain't even gonna get started on the pedos. We're not even gonna start on that. We ain't gonna start on that. Being a little girl and the pervy grown ass man like mm, mm, sexualized before you even knew what sex was. Call fast in the hole before you, huh? I'm not even having sex. That's gross. Imagine. Are you sure you want to be a gorgeous woman? Are you sure? It ain't what you think it is. It is not what you think it is, baby. Imagine being beautiful, knowing, knowing. Imagine being beautiful, knowing your worth and knowing that whatever is on that paper is not really you. But because of all of the shit, the sabotage, the undermine, the underhand, because nobody wants you to have shit, right? Like all that shit shows up as as a bad credit, as this and that, as oh you don't have enough income or you don't make enough or oh now imagine it, and you're like that's not me though. People can systemically set you up to fail for real, right? Yeah, imagine not like wearing. Imagine being sexualized and you just wearing regular clothes, but a motherfucker's like, "Oh, you a hot mama." Now I don't have a body, so I don't have this issue. But like I said, I'm a listening ear. I'm hearing everything. I'm hearing the middle, the beginning. I'm listening. When people talk, I'll be listening. Like that's why it'd be so shocking when it's shocking to me to find out that most people are very self-centered, very selfish. Cause I'm me though, I'm just always a listening ear. It's not about me. So that's how I know about the body thing. But I don't have the body problem because I don't have like a bodacious body. But yeah, I don't have a bodacious body, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. For those that do, like that's the shit that they have to deal with. So Power Four, yeah, baby, your problem at your looks, baby, it's your looks. But I'm gonna keep pulling the cards, okay? Even your own mother, father, like I'm telling you, people can be funny acting towards you too. Like one day I was channeling Marilyn Monroe and I had like heavy makeup on. So it was definitely giving a little drag queen. It was definitely giving drag. I ain't gonna lie. It was definitely giving drag. So I decided I intentionally put like the heavy like makeup on because I wanted to be, it was my grandmother's funeral and I just wanted to channel Marilyn Monroe. So I had like this cute little dress. It wasn't like showing nothing, but I had this cute little button down dress, and it was past the dress was long. It was past my knees, and then I had on my like thigh high boots or thigh high heels, and I had on my grandmother's fur coat, and I still got this fur coat in my storage. But I had on my grandmother's fur coat and y'all, I just feeling like old Hollywood, old glamour girl. I had the blonde hair in, y'all. If I could find a picture, I might post it on my community post board. But like I was channeling old Hollywood, old Marilyn Monroe. So that's what I was thinking when I put this look together for my grandmother's funeral. Y'all should have seen the looks I got. And then one of my family members, like her dude was coming and like she like clenched them tight and like, oh, we're gonna go this way. Like, bitch. So like when you're highly attractive like that, it's crazy. People don't really want to. People don't want you to upstage them, or people are gonna always feel upstage. So like, just you going out, it's like it's not going to be the same experience as if you were average or an ugly girl. You know what I'm saying? Because people are always going to feel upstaged by you, overlooked if you're in the room, or people are always going to be like insecure, like they feel like they men want you. They feel like even in your own families, even in your own families, even in your own families. But like it's weird because on the ride there, and it probably was a joke, but I'm just thinking like, damn, why didn't I think of that? I don't know. Like when people be saying negative, I don't be seeing it. But when they say it, then I start to see it. So like my cousins had made a joke or whatever, and like they were like, I look like a prostitute. And I was like, no, I'm not seeing prostitute. I'm seeing old Hollywood, old glam, like Marilyn Monroe. Like I'm not seeing that. Like it was weird. Like I'm seeing rich auntie, rich, like that's what I'm seeing. So when she said that, then my mind instantly went to negative. I was like, I see it. I see how this could be prostitute or whatever. But it was weird because I didn't have my boobs out. There was no cleavage. I didn't have no short skirt on, no thighs or nothing was showing. I did have on thigh high boots. But somebody had made a comment before um and about thigh high boots. And I always thought they were badass. Like the way I see shit and the way other people see it is two totally different things. I rarely, if ever, see anything negative. So like the Thaha boots give me edgy girl, rock star, like bad bitch, like Angelina Jolie. Y'all know Angelina Jolie is always in the bad bitch movies. She plays as like the girl that be going around the world kicking ass. Angelina Jolie. Like she was in Salt. Like the thigh high boots give me Angelina Jolie in her movies. Like she's a bad bitch. Angelina be kicking niggas ass, be kicking women ass. Like she be taking down whole organizations. Angelina Jolie in movies is a bad bitch. It's giving Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's how I see thigh high boots. Like I would never see thigh high boots as prostitute. I never seen it. But when this one lady said it, right? This one lady, and I was in Kentucky at the time when I first started wearing thigh high boots. But when this one lady said it, right? I just be channeling different looks. I don't be like I even channel different looks at work. This was a call center, so I could wear heels and stuff like that. So I would just make up different looks, just have different looks on, like different wig, different dress up. That's what I like to do, dress up. But like, um, so the lady said, "Oh, I see you got on the prostitute boots, the whore boots." And when she said it, I seen it. I was like, oh, they do look kind of prostitutish or whore like, don't they? Like, and then my mind, I instantly got a little insecure about it. Instantly, the same way, like when my cousins made that comment, and they probably didn't mean nothing by it, but like when they made that comment, I seen it, and I was just like, and I think it was the fur coat and the thigh high boots. But when I seen it when my cousins made that comment going back to the funeral, I got a little insecure. I got like I was confident at first, right? Thinking I'm looking like old Hollywood glam, Marilyn Monroe vibes, like a bad bitch, a rich auntie. Like that's what I was thinking. Cause I always think of fur coats as rich, like pimp, like rich, like woman pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that bitch got money. Like that's what I think of when I think of fur coat. I never think of, oh, that's a prostitute. Oh, that's a whore. Like so when she said that, I seen it. I seen how you could see that, and I lost a little confidence. I was still confident, but I was a little uncomfortable now because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I look like a whore. I just never see things the way other people see it. I don't know. So it says 4 seasons, going through immense cycles or growth or resisting the natural flow of life, renewal and reflection. 4 seasons. Let's see here. I should have said they were grannies, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about, oh my gosh, I look ridiculous. I look like a prostitute. That's what I was thinking. I look like a whore. Like, oh my gosh. I went from to yeah, but it definitely it does put a little hit on my confidence. I'm not gonna lie because it changes my perspective. It changes my perspective. So we have the root of fire, risk it all. Yeah, trying to mess my head up changes my perspective. And even then, sometimes I kind of struggle with it. Like me, I really love like color, and a little extravagance on the makeup. Now I know some women don't like all that, and that's good. That's fine. If you don't like all that, that's fine. I like that though. Like, I used to do like the different color lipsticks and shit, but that's me. Like I'm artistic person, like creative. So, and I like to, push the envelope. What most people are scared to wear, I would wear it. Just like bold color hair. I don't wore lime green hair, yellow hair. Like y'all should see the reactions. But that's just me. I like to push the envelope. Um, so I probably should have been like a fashion designer or a model or something in fashion, something dealing with fashion and makeup and stuff and hair, like hair shows. It's probably what I was supposed to be. But yeah. So the root of fire, risk it all. And like, so a lot of energies, like they don't like that. They like the more natural, which ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. So um I get sideways comments about bold makeup. So I'm just kind of all or heavy makeup. So I'm just kind of like, and it's not even really heavy makeup, it's really color. But people, because it's color, people call it heavy makeup. It's like I'm wearing the same amount of makeup as I am when I wear natural colors. But people think that I'm wearing less. But I'm actually, my makeup is still heavy. I'm wearing the same amount with natural colors. The issue is you don't like color. So when people say heavy makeup, they're talking about people that wear color, like purple eyeshadow, gold, like that's what they mean. Um, so the color, adding color to the face gives off the appearance of heavier makeup, but it's actually not heavier makeup. It's the same amount as if you were to wear cool tones or brown tones. Like it just doesn't have the cool tones or the brown tones don't have a shock value. When you add color to shit, it has a shock value. So people think it's a lot, but it's actually not. You get what I'm saying? Um, so we have the root of fire, risk it all. So there's something about you that you could be a risk taker. You could be there's something about you where you push the envelope. Like it's something about that. Um wow. Some of y'all could be artists, like you being artists or you being a creative. Yes, and that's what I'm trying to get back doing. Like, look at the devil. Y'all, y'all is definitely giving somebody here, yeah, like a painter. Like being a makeup artist is almost like being a painter. Um, and I used to sketch and everything when I was a little. Yeah, I drew Sean Paul, and when I was in Indianapolis, so I was about in the fourth grade or third grade. I drew like literally, it looked just like him. I sketched Sean Paul, and I sketched Beyonce, and it looked just like them. But I would always throw my work away. I used to like draw runways, and I used to draw my own outfits, like sketch my own outfits. Like I was good. Um, because I never really liked the clothes in a department store. So I would always be designing my own clothes, but I always threw all my work away. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm I was born an artist. I was born to really be a performing art. That was really my calling. But I missed it. So it's